Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today is a very unique type of message for the divine feminine, and it is going to be mirrored for the divine masculine. What I have received before even channeling and having a look at the tarot deck, as usual, is oracle messages have come through regarding soul's purpose. This is very much connected to the crown chakra. So if you are feeling any sort of ascension symptoms around the crown, at the top of your head, you may be feeling this type of energy. And if you are, please do let me know in the comments box, share your experience so others can feel less alone. And that's what we're here as a community to share and support one another in the world that is constantly changing, constantly chasing success things, right? You are constantly being told to get specific outcomes of scenarios. And in a spiritual world, we are constantly asked to keep chasing, keep looking at the Kundalini rising, keep addressing our healing modalities, keep looking at tools and techniques that can enhance our levels of manifestation to get into a spirit of enlightenment, to fulfill our soul's mission and purpose. That's all chasing. Even for a spiritual perspective, you can have an overload of spirituality and chasing gurus and mantras and spiritual people. That is the chasing that you have stopped. Not only in the physical, you've stopped chasing success in a tangible, material way, but also you've stopped chasing in a spiritual way around the crown chakra too. And what I mean by that is instead of going on the proverbial treadmill of success in the 3D, you've then jumped straight onto the proverbial treadmill of spirituality. And you've constantly been learning, you've been taking in information, you've been constantly on that hamster wheel. And now you've stopped. You've got the treadmill of the 3D on the left, you've got the treadmill of the 5D on your right, and you're in the middle, stopped. You've looked around, and now you're understanding, wait, which is it? Does my soul have a mission and purpose that I need to be fulfilled? Or is what they're saying is true? My soul is already whole and complete as it is. It is here to be. It is here to experience. It is only our human selves that is here to learn, to aspire, to experience. And when we end up coming out of this awareness that we're not here to perfect our soul because our soul is already perfect, what else is there to do apart from be? Because we have been trained, conditioned, told in the material world to continue providing for the government, for a society, contribute to the society. And I'm not saying that that isn't valid. I'm not saying contributing to a community isn't valid. But what I am saying is it in alignment with your authenticity? Is doing spirituality still a means to an end to claim that you are a spiritual guru, that you are a goddess, that you are coming to a sense of enlightenment? Because some spiritual people, in inverted commas, lord that over other people. Well, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. And I've mentioned this before in a reading, but it's coming up again in this specific oracle message to say that you've stopped. You finally stopped and you are becoming aware of who you really are. And it kind of comes along with a very specific message that I shared with a dear friend. And it says, when it happened, one day you woke up and you're in this place. It's a place where everything felt right, where the heart was calm, the soul lit, and the thoughts are positive, the vision clear. being at peace with where you've been, peace with what you've been through, and peace with where you are headed. And that alone is giving us the authenticity, the authority to be ourselves, to have permission to just be. And this is giving you permission to enliven your sense of stability, security. You've gone through almost like the healing of those chakras. And what I'm seeing here is this doesn't have to necessarily connect with your masculines. I feel like it inadvertently will connect you with your masculines. But I'm going to do a chakra reading right now. I'm going to go through the root all the way to the crown, but I'm also going above the crown. And then we're going to have a look at a future card. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the star card. The star card is your ultimate wish fulfillment. The number 17, the number 1, the number 7 may be relevant at this time. And even if you're seeing numerical signs, it is not only a sign of ascension, it's a sign of your progress, that you have ended one cycle and you're merging into another. And that is actually letting you know there is this level of luck, opportunity, abundance, being on the right path. So trust it. What is the overall energy we need to know? The Page of Swords. This Page of Swords indicates that there is this truth that has transpired. There is this knowledge. There is this possibility. And what we're seeing with the swords is it's more of our thoughts that have shifted. It's allowing you, as I said earlier, you've become more positive, you become more peaceful. It's because you've gone through a series of stages that have brought you to this moment, and you're like, wait a second. I've examined my thoughts. I've understood it. I've accepted them. And even if I'm not quite done, I'm at peace with where I am right here, right now. And the only way you can merge and mold your future is in this very moment, listening to this very message. And if you're feeling this uplifting, exciting, opportunistic energy, please do click the like button, because I definitely feel that that is coming through and transmuting through this video. So let's have a look at the root chakra first and foremost. Wow. The root chakra is about your foundation. It is about the stability, security, the sense of safety in the material world. And Three of Pentacles emphasizes this collaboration with you, with your team, with your spirit guides, with even the ascended masters, and with you and your counterpart. Everyone is working in a flow, an orchestrated divine dance, choreographed by you feminines. You allow certain energies to come to you for you to learn, for you to heal, for you to ascend, for you to download this information. And it doesn't mean that we need to emphasize what this relationship is. It means it will serve a higher purpose. And within that purpose, it's grounding that foundation. It's allowing you to be of heart, body, mind, and soul in the material world. So this is a beautiful card to start with on our root chakra. What do we need to know about the sacral chakra? The sacral chakra is about our sensuality, our sexuality, our nurturing, our harmony with who we truly want to be, and having the ability to be creative, to embrace the plethora of emotions, to honor pleasure. And when you are deficient, when there is a deficiency, there is a lack of creativity, a fear of intimacy, of emotional expression. We're disconnected from desires or lacking of joy. And that's where we need to balance our sacral chakra, which is just below the navel. When we're in balance, we have emotional health, we have healthy relationships, we're enjoying life's pleasures, and we're creative. So let's have a look at what the tarot needs us to know. The Knight of Swords. Okay, this is interesting because the Knight of Swords is assertiveness. It is focus. And this is what I'm getting with this element of creativity. It's being focused in a very tangible, beautiful way. And what I mean by that is when our sacral chakra is in balance, when we have these healthy relationships, when we are enjoying life's pleasures, when we're appreciating the food that we're eating or the conversations that we're having, the experiences that we are privy to. The Knight of Swords is here to say that you are focused on this energy, and this energy actually brings up the channels all the way up to the crown chakra. And so it feels as if when you're in flow with the root chakra, with the sacral, we're seeing that there is this sense of stability, security, vitality. You have this sense of grounded, calm, present moments. You have stability in your finances. You have stability around your sense of safety and security. But when you're able to channel that into healthy relationships, emotional health, creativity, it's saying that you're able to honor this in such a steadfast way. You're able to focus this in a channeled, specific way. Usually the Knight of Swords is this in and out energy. Some people may be closing off and putting boundaries around their sacral chakra and blocking off any energies to the external karmic. So what I'm seeing here is when the feminines are and the masculine energy, when the feminine and the masculine energy abuse their sacral chakra and let anybody into that area, they're wasting the energy, and it's actually disconnected from their desires. It enhances that emotional repression. It exacerbates the fear of intimacy, even if you are intimate, because it's not actually from an authentic place. So it could mean that some of you have become celibate during this twin flame journey. It could mean that some of you have really been honoring your own sacral sexuality around this time. And that's what I'm getting regarding the Knight of Swords. There's no more in and out energy regarding that. But on the flip side, the second message is you may be entertaining that and it doesn't feel fruitful. You know, I've been in a stage where I thought maybe it doesn't need to be meaningful. Maybe sex doesn't need to be the be all and end all. Maybe it can just be enjoyed, and I couldn't do it. It felt so hollow. It felt as if I was disconnected from it. And so over the years, I have tried to maintain this sense of sacredness around it. But I found more so recently through the spiritual journey is I'm not letting anyone around that area because it's so sacred, because I'm honoring my own sacred sexuality. And so how are you able to do that in the recent events? Okay, so let's have a look at the solar plexus chakra. This is around the stomach area, and it does represent this fire, this personal power, your self-esteem. And when this is in balance, it could lead to confidence, motivation. You feel a sense of control of your life. But when you're in a deficient state, It's this low self-esteem. You end up procrastinating, you become indecisive, you feel powerless. And sometimes if you're overactive in this, it means that it's comes across as aggressive, arrogant. It's a domineering type of personality. So let's have a look at the solar plexus that we need to know for the divine feminine. Wow. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, I always say that the King of Pentacles is loyal, it's reliable, it's disciplined. In the material world, you want to be having the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? And the Queen of Pentacles always looks to me as this generous, nurturing, divine feminine. They are in union with one another, right? When we get the Queen of Pentacles, it reminds me of the King and the union of the twin flames. And it feels to me around this solar plexus chakra where we've got you're taking action in the right way. And even if at the moment you may be pausing on your career or you may be reassessing things that you need to focus on in and around your business, what I feel here is this is very powerful because your pause is so powerful that when you do make moves, they align with your authenticity, with the grounded stability area of the root chakra, the Three of Pentacles. You move with intention and focus, the Knight of Swords, with your creativity. And then you take action, which is purposeful, which is intentional, which is desirable. And that is why I'm seeing this King of Pentacles as auspicious, as leading from an authentic place, that if you're resonating with the divine feminine energy, which is where we're at on this reading today, you're actually igniting this fire, this power, this intelligence within your divine masculine power, because the solar plexus is divine masculine energy. So I feel that this King of Pentacles is here as a representation to say you feminines are in harmony, are in union with your solar plexus chakra. And if you're not, how can you get back into this sense of balance? Where are you deficient? Where is it overactive? That's where you can reassess these things. That's why we've got a reading here to say, some of you feel so at peace. This is where we're having confirmations on all these chakras. But if you don't feel that this chakra is in harmony, that isn't spinning in the proper flow, then you can take decisive actions around this area to rebalance it. So this is where the solar plexus is a dominant divine masculine energy, and the divine masculine is a representative of the King of Pentacles. So even in the pause state, you know that this is necessary, that it is powerful. And in the state of a pause, you know when you do take action, it is aligned with your higher self. Let's have a look at the heart chakra. The heart chakra is located at the center of the chest. It does represent love, compassion, forgiveness. When you are in balance with your heart chakra, it's about unconditional love, compassion for others. Yes, it links to healthy relationships, but it's more so about inner peace. When we're deficient around the heart chakra, it can feel as if we're lonely. We become bitter, and there has been a difficulty in trusting others. When the heart chakra is overactive, it means that we are dependent on others, that we end up becoming jealous, or we're overly self-sacrificing, we're overly giving to others. So let's have a look for the divine feminine in the heart chakra. We've got the Two of Wands. Now, Two of Wands in itself represents our spirit. Two of Wands is about this planning. It is about this decision. And I love that Two of Wands have come out in this very heart chakra position, because with the Two of Wands, it is about planning. It is about making a decision. So you're not making a decision from your solar plexus chakra. No, you are making the decision from your heart chakra, which is great because we're not overly concerned with logic, with the external 3D of what we should and could be doing. We're asking our hearts, what do you need? Are you okay? I'm right here. How can we move forward together? And I love the fact that the heart chakra is a representation of the two of wands, planning, being decisive, taking action so that you can then take action from your solar plexus, the King of Pentacles. You can be focused on it through your sacral chakra, through passion, creativity, love, Knight of Swords. And then you can solidify this action in the material world, Three of Pentacles. Do you see how everything's kind of coalescing and working together with one another? This is very much a reading for those of you who really resonate. Please do click the like button, because you are in another cycle, which is just gonna be so friggin' powerful. This is awesome. Okay. Throat chakra. It is around the throat. It governs communication, self-expression, truth. It is about clear communication when it's in balance. You can be authentic in your expression and you can have this sense of purpose. But when you're deficient, you find it difficult to express yourself. You may have a fear of speaking up, or you may be dishonest. When we're overactive in our throat chakra, you end up talking too much. You end up dominating conversations, or you end up becoming overly critical. What is the throat chakra happening for the divine feminines? The moon card. Okay, this is our first major arcana in this reading. And why is the moon card important? Because our dreams don't come from our heart. Not really. This is saying that the moon card is asking you to speak your dreams, to speak the unknown, to illuminate your desires. So where is this all coming from? Heart, sacral, solar, root. The moon card is usually associated with the sign of Pisces. It could be Cancer or Scorpio. So it's a very fluid type of energy. It is trusting in the unknown. It's trusting your intuition. So how can you trust your intuition and speak up about what you want, what you desire, what you dream of? And sometimes we are afraid to speak up about what we want because we don't know how it's going to be received, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're honest with yourself, you are in this element of security. You're trusting your intuition for you to speak up when needed and to be reserved for a purpose. So that's what I'm getting right now. It's you're ending a cycle where you are being overly critical of yourself and others, but you may be getting over this period where you fear speaking up. It's time for you to truly speak up about what you feel and what you want, what you desire. What do we need to know about the third eye chakra, which is the Ajna? It's located between the eyebrows, and this very much is linked to the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is this middle ground between the lower chakras, the material world, and the higher chakra, the upper chakras, the spiritual world. But the third eye, it does represent intuition. So it merges with the throat chakra regarding intuition, spiritual awareness, insight. When we're in balance in our third chakra, it is about intuition, as I said, clarity of thought, trust in your inner wisdom. When we're deficient, we lack direction. There is no ability to focus, or we end up disconnecting from our intuition. When we feel like we're having paranoid thoughts or hallucinations or overthinking, this is where our third eye chakra is overactive. So what does the divine feminine need to know regarding the third eye chakra? The King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, again, it is about our thoughts. The King of Swords is about integrity, morality. So I feel that those of you who are able to focus, to connect with your intuition, to trust your intuition, to bring a clarity of thought and inner wisdom, it's giving you insights, but it's not allowing you to disconnect from the material world. So this sense of truth, you've gone from the Page of Swords, which was the vigilance, which was the speaking up as the overall energy. And this is in the perfect position where it's saying the insight is important around our third eye chakra. And now we begin to bring that into our throat chakra to speak our truth. We get to bring that down towards our heart chakra to be more compassionate and loving and trusting ourselves. We get to bring it into the solar plexus where we end up taking purposeful, intentional, actionable steps. We get to ground it into our sacral chakra where it gives us pleasure, health, creativity, enjoyment. And then we solidify it into our grounding, calming, present moment. So if all of these chakras thus far we've talked about are in alignment, we are ending up coming into this sense of inner knowing that even this pause, even this quietness, even the just stopping and looking around is so purposeful at this time. Let's have a look at the crown chakra, which is the top of the head, which is what I was talking about generally. It's the Sahasrara. It's a connection to divine, spiritual enlightenment, universal consciousness. So when this is in balance, we do feel the spiritual connection. We sense union with ourselves, with spirit. We feel at peace. When we're disconnected, when we're deficient in the crown chakra, there is this spiritual disconnection. We are probably lacking inspiration. We may be closed-minded. Or if we're overactive in our crown chakra, this is what I was saying, it's over attachment to spirituality. It's following gurus. It's following them without questioning. It's neglecting the physical world or feeling a sense of superiority. What do we need to know for the divine feminines? The Eight of Swords. You don't need to overly think about the spiritual world as a mission, a purpose, a specific goal. No. Allow the insights to come in. Allow the spiritual intuition. Allow the peace, the spiritual connection to exist, to coalesce with you. Are you able to disconnect from the world of spirituality and bring it into where you are right now? Are you able to disconnect your thoughts on chasing spiritual enlightenment, chasing and following spiritual gurus without acknowledging what it means for you? So then we're going into the soul star chakra, which is so appropriate because at the bottom of the deck, we did have the star card. So the soul star chakra, I don't often talk about. It's about 6 to 12 inches above your head, and it's a gateway to your soul. It is about divine wisdom, spiritual transcendence, and it is often known as the seat of the soul. When we are imbalanced, it is disconnected from the spiritual path, lacking faith, confusion about your life's purpose. When we're in balance, there is this stronger connection to your higher self, the access to divine wisdom, and a deep sense of purpose. But again, I want to put purpose in inverted commas. Your purpose is just to be, and people forget how to do that. So what do we need to know for the divine feminines? The Death card. Another major arcana that has been represented around the throat chakra, around the soul star chakra. The Death card represents this change, this transformation, your new beginning awaiting you. This is your gateway to the soul. This is your spiritual transcendence. And for it to come up, especially in light with the soul star, death card is not negative. It is change. It is the allowance of this new cycle. And that's what I said right at the beginning. There is this new cycle you're stepping into. And if this message resonates, this is exactly where you are. You're balancing all these areas in your body and you're becoming in harmony with who you are. This is this connection to source, the connection to consciousness, and the alignment with cosmic energy. But also, you're not so much in the spiritual world. You're able to balance it in terms of where you are and what you need at this time. So, what's coming in the near future regarding all of these messages? The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is coming because in the material world, remember, we went from the Three of Pentacles and the root chakra to the overall energy of the Six of Pentacles, which is all about giving and receiving. Are you able to give and receive to yourself? Because this isn't about your twin flame right now. The ability to give, the ability to receive, and the ability to connect with your inner divine masculine and feminine was the purpose of this journey. You weren't meant to put all of the eggs in your twin flames basket. You get to be in charge of my happiness. You get to be in charge of my peace. You get to be all of the things that I'm dependent on. No. Your twin flame was here to awaken you to your abundance, to your peace, to your potential. And yes, when you find that out, you're like, well, actually, I don't need my divine masculine in the material world because I already have the union within me. My divine masculine is connected with me, and we are a partnership. We are a team. We work together. And in this moment, in this current phase, in this path, we are whole, we are one, and we are working with one another. And then whatever is coming apart from this being, you're allowing yourself to appreciate not only where you are, what you've been through, and what is coming, but you've now been in harmony with who you really are. If you guys resonated with this, please let me know. Like the video, comment, give me a heart emoji if this resonated. And I'm sending you guys so much love. If you wanted to be a part of the website community, the Divine Sacred Tarot community is where I share workshops, I share community calls. We are going to have a community call next weekend. And it's a sacred space to really share what you are feeling, what you are going through. We tend to change it up. Sometimes there is a purposeful meditation. Sometimes there's a workshop. Sometimes we just share our stories. We go through some cards. And I offer weekly newsletters and readings. So if that is something you're interested in, head over to divinesacredtarot.com. The link is in the description. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye for now.